Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll continue on with our Tyranid multiplayer tips. The next unit I am going to go over is the Broodlord. He is a fun unit. I rarely see him used on multiplayer though. The main issue is he's pretty expensive at 195 points. He's got 310 HP, he's got 2 action points, 5 movements, 6 armor piercing, and he has 20 evasion. Now he can do a ton of damage with its monstrous rending claws. It's 3 separate attacks, and they do 30 to 40 damage with a splash of 1, an armor piercing of 8, and starts off with a melee accuracy of 95%. So with those 3 attacks, he can do, like I said, just shred anybody. He does count as a gene stealer, so he has the evolved brood telepathy, which increases momentum gains by 50%, and also has +5 evasion, so that's pretty good from him, especially if you're playing around with these other gene stealers. That can stack up pretty substantially there. So definitely some fun can be had on that front here. The one thing that I wish they would change on this is the paroxysm. This is the other ability that it has. It overloads the nervous system of a single target unit within 3 tiles, dealing 22 to 30 psychic damage and preventing all reactive attacks, including Overwatch. And then it also gives a 15% accuracy debuff. It prevents all reaction attacks, so if you were charging into guys with pistols, they wouldn't be able to get their reaction fire. It removes the Overwatch stacks, and it expires in 1 turn. So the reason that this is not very good is it only has a range of 3, and the most dangerous units that you would want to be using this on have very good reaction Overwatch at longer than a range of 3, so you'd have to run him into combat or run somebody else over to be able to trigger the Overwatches for you to be able to use this ability, and it just doesn't make sense. So I wish it had a much larger range. So if this got buffed up to, like, say, a range of 5 or even 6, then you could sit back and then spam this ability with a cooldown of 2, decrease accuracy, because you know the blindness of the Orc Weird Boy has, I think, a range of 5. So I wish it would do something like that, because then you could have them back in cover, and then you'd be able to take out the Overwatch of, say, like a Predator tank or Hellblasters with the heavy incinerators. You know, something that would be very important, because I think if they buffed this paroxysm ability, you would definitely see the Broodlords be used more frequently. What I'm going to do is just kind of to play around here is I'll just bring a couple of Gene Stealers out here to play around with, and we'll use those guys. So that'll be a little bit of a high tier force here, but we'll be able to play around, and then we'll see what happens when you're able to give some enhancements to their abilities. Alright, so how about we do Necrons this time? Definitely a bad choice, because that's a hard matchup on the Tyranids to begin with. Even more so when I'm not really selecting a force that's meant to go crazy. So, Evolved Brood Telepathy, 20 melee accuracy, 100% momentum gains. Yeah, see all this stuff stacks up here. How far does that go? Pretty far, actually. Swarm Tactics is only 1, but the Evolved Brood Telepathy goes quite far. And that's the power of these guys here. Momentum gains independent from the Synaptic Leader, but also prevents this unit from gaining Synaptic Leader bonuses stacks with... Oh, I see. So that's unfortunate. So it can't do necessarily the other Synaptic bonuses here. I suppose that makes sense because that would be really powerful if it did. But I was hoping all the momentum gains would improve. Let's try to keep you into cover here. Let's get you here. And let's start stacking up some momentum. Alright, let's see what happens. Get some scarab swarms. Flayed ones. Triarchs. Alright, well, let's run this guy up here, because using the Psychic Scream here will take out all those guys. And then you can attack here. Start smacking those guys down. Yeah. Let's try to do what you can here. Alright, so those... Oh, he's back up. Alright, bring you up this way. Bring you up this way. Bring you up here. And then you got injured, so let's get you healing. Smack him down. Move you up here. And then what I want to know... Okay, so it won't keep attacking if he gets the kills. I wasn't sure how that would work. Alright, one's coming up. I think I just gotta pull you back. Ooh, that was a big hit. I'm a little worried he's gonna snipe down all my units here. Did you really not kill those guys? Okay, now you did. Smack him back. What, did that count as a charge attack or something? So this is why the Necrons are considered a dangerous foe. Against these guys here. Let's hit here. You should be able to get the kill. Stay down. Nice. Because they can do a lot of damage, as you can see here. Yes, let's smack here. Do some damage there. Let's run you up here, and you can smack here. And we'll surge. Let's just smack again. And one more time. Let's see, it's got an optimal range of 1. Optimal range of 1. That's what's dangerous. Alright, I'm pretty sure if I do this... There you go. Good. Let's pull you back because I don't want you to die. Let's pull you here. Get that heal going. Pull you back to here. I guess you're going to come that way. Alright. So as you probably deduced here, the Broodlord is definitely much better at killing single targets here. Than he is at killing multiple units here. Or multiple weak units, I should say. Gonna stay down. No, he's getting back up. Alright, we'll attack here. Because that should allow you to get enough points here. Oh, what I should have done is done the empower. Dang it. What was I thinking? I think we're definitely going to have to do the Venom Strafe here. Getting how much these guys are hurting me. Drop them. Bring them here. Try to lock those guys down. Ugh. That was not very good. do that, and that should be able to kill most of those guys there. Attack here. Good job. Surge, attack here. Let you attack here. Let's move you here. And you guys can come up here. Try to lock him down. He'll probably gate out of there, I imagine. He wants to fight. So now if I bring you up here, will you be able to give him the synaptic bonus? No, you don't get it no matter what. You can only use the bonuses from the other gene stealers. I see.
Is compromised.
Alright, we'll try to save it, so hopefully that was not what I wanted to happen. Where the hell did you just warp to? Over here, okay. Oh, I lost my momentum. Alright, get back up. Shit. Alright, the whole point of doing that was to try to empower that. Alright, so I'll have to load up and show you what the empowered ability does. I kind of goofed that up by not moving that Hive Tyrant enough, so if you still have action points left when you end your turn, then you'll lose momentum. So that's what ended up happening there, if you're confused why I couldn't use my surged Hive ability there. So, alright, and then in terms of their empowered ability, if you empower this, it will increase the range up to 5 tiles, and it'll do 45 to 60 psychic damage, and it'll increase the accuracy debuff to -40. So again, you know, that's a pretty good ability. Does quite a bit of damage, and it has a pretty good debuff. So I still think that you could end up giving him the increased range of 4 to 5. You may need to increase the cooldown maybe to, you know, instead of 2 turns it would be 3, and then you could spam it a little better, but it definitely allows you to take out weak tier units pretty easily. Because of psychic damage, it doesn't have to worry about armor penetration necessarily. I mean, it will reduce the damage a little bit, but it still will do pretty regular damage. but with only having a range of 3 at the baseline, it just doesn't feel like it's useful enough to use a lot, and so that's why a lot of these guys are not frequently utilized. Now, having all the movement and everything definitely makes it good. If you have a bunch of gene stealers, then to be able to stack up those momentum gains can be definitely very powerful, but the fact that they don't get the benefits from the other synaptic leaders definitely hamstrings these guys pretty significantly, because now, and it doesn't stack with other Broodlords, so you know, Broodlord on Broodlord, it doesn't really benefit each other very much here. So as you can see, I've got these 2 guys and these gene stealers here, but I'm only getting 1 synaptic evolved Broodlord's bonus here, even though there's another one here. So and the fact that the gene stealers are so expensive, I mean, they should be expensive because when you start stacking things up, it causes issues, but then you're not spamming a lot of these guys as much as you are, say, your Termagants, Hormagants, things like that, where you're doing swarm tactics on top of everything else. So the fact that these guys can't get the momentum gains and everything from the other synaptic leaders, it just really kneecaps these guys. So between that penalty, the fact that these guys really rapidly start to fall off once the other gene stealers get killed, and the fact that this has such a low range, people rarely use these. Now, if you get them behind a vehicle and stuff like that, you can do some crazy damage because they get the 3 attacks. You can easily move them around, so you can see, like, I can get all the way over to here and smack these hive guards down, but again, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to bring these guys when you can be doing a lot more for a lot less, you know? So that's how they work when they're all engaged and empowered. So I'll just empower these guys, way overkill them here, and run these guys down here to smack this guy down. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.